as the Kaylee wiggles. Welcome to day 2 of the Haunted Tents experience. God, I am just shocked at how far we got today. You know, normally we get these tents up, and I go from that corner to that corner, out to that corner, and then down to right about there with the exterior walls. And that's usually as far as we get on day 1. This year, not only did we get the tents up and all this up, but we made it clear down the fence line except for the last panel. We got the mausoleum all the way up. I even got a few partition walls up. So this morning, and it's a little after 9 o'clock, I decided to be lazy. I've been up since almost 6 a.m. I just spaced out downstairs. It just felt kind of good just to sit there after yesterday. But so I got a little sore because we are really ahead of schedule. Today's project, Kaylee and I have partitioning to do. This wall here runs to almost the garden. There's a walkway for them to get through down there. And then this thing goes down to here and then down this wall. And then I've got another wall to go from there out to here and what have you. I just got partition walls all over the place today. And we'll be getting them skinned. We're going to get the graveyard side skinned. So we're going to be working on that. Once the partition walls and the skinning is done, we'll bring the fencing in and we'll get the maze defined. Oh, Kaylee's. See, there's Kaylee. She's exploring the mausoleum. Does this every year, has to explore. But we'll get the fence line out here and get it installed too. So the maze, from right about where that white pipe is, all the way through over to there, is done. And now we'll define the maze. Then we'll get in to this section here and we'll start getting partitioning up for water room and start getting some of the water room stuff out, hopefully. Past that, I don't know how much further we're going to get today, but that's what we're going to work on at least. Breakfast of the day. Let's see, what do we want for breakfast of the day? Peanut butter pancakes sound good. And just basic pancakes, put one on the plate, slather it with peanut butter, put another one on there, slather it with peanut butter, all the way up until the last one on, and that you leave plain, and you just put maple syrup and butter on it. And we'll just do that and some fried eggs. And then, well, for Kaylee's sake, she loves them. Kaylee loves breakfast sausage. Every time we have breakfast sausage, she has 4 or 5 links, all diced up in a cup. So we'll put that in there too. So there's your breakfast of the day. I've got to get my tools out, and we're going to get busy. Okay, second segment since opening. Opening being the first segment. I was going to give you a segment a little earlier on before I went and ate lunch. I decided to hold off and just get the graveyard finished. But maze is now 100% complete in the graveyard. Got the walkway going in the mausoleum. This will be one display. We're going to have a projector screen there, projector here, shining up on it. Or I may put it over here and have a screen over there. I haven't decided on that. Then we've got here, this arch holds the fogger, and we'll have fog shooting out the bottom. Get out over here. And we got the fencing in here. And we're thinking about doing a pet cemetery again. Maybe put a couple of smaller miscellaneous things in here. We got a lot of stuff with this graveyard, so it's nice having 2 little settings. Then I'll pass through a curtain here and into the next display. So we basically got the maze complete in one set so far. Next one to do is underneath the big tent, and it's water room with that little bump out box over there. And then this wall here, we got some of the partitioning done. But now, I've got to get the rest of the partitioning done, which is going to be interesting. Definitely had the partitioning done today in here, and probably a few of the skins as well. Alright, almost dinner time. I figure I better give you guys another clip. Just got done getting the partitioning done in the water room. Running into a problem which has an easy fix, and that's over here with the entrance. People will be coming in here, you know, to get to the water room. There'll be a curtain here and then water room on the other side. This side will be the photo hallway. My problem is there's fence panels there, especially the 8-footers. I'm going to need a couple of them to fence things off, fence the ponds off in here in the water room. And with that entrance design the way it is, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get them, let alone the water wall in here. You know, or some of the bigger pieces like the pumping station, the water wall, or the fence panels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start skinning everything, and I'll go ahead and skin this up to about here. But I think I've got 2 screws, one there, one down there. If I break those loose, I can pick up this short section and just lean it against the fence so it's out of the way. Get my big stuff in here, and then put it back on. Until then, too, another thing too is if I'm going to be moving this section, this wall is very rockety. It definitely needs to be braced. This one needs to be braced as well, and I can't do that until I get all my larger stuff in. But I can go ahead and skin it, and if it blows, it's going to blow this way, and it'll hit the tent and not blow over, so it'll be fine. You know, once the water room's done, I'll have to come back through and get this all braced. But anyway, pre-dinner. It's after dinner, literally. It's about 6:45. Before dinner, I think I showed you that over there, and the mess that is. But we started skinning with the new water wall panels, and we got this section done here and a little bit there. I'm going to continue working on skinning. I got to go from this corner here on around to that 1 foot. And then I need to skin here and on the other side all the way around. And we're going to concentrate on that tonight. Past that, I don't know how much further we're going to get. By the time I get done skinning, is going to be dark. I may just call it quits at that point and leave moving in of the water wall, pumping station, pond framing, and fencing for tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see how far we can get. Pie of the day: vanilla cream with mini chocolate chips and whipped cream over the top. Well, it's 9:07. And we did pretty good. Skinning in the water room is done. And we showed you that earlier. And that probably isn't showing up, but we got the entrance hall done. Over to here. And then over to here. Now this hole here with no skin panels on it is where the video pumping station sits. And yes, it's a huge spot. That video pumping station is huge. It's 8 foot on 2 sides. The new one I'll be doing this winter won't take up that much room, I hope. And then that hole there is for the water wall. And I still got some panels left. Let me get cleaned up and we'll do your end of the day wrap up. The clown. I finished the last segment. Took me 3 trips to get all my stuff back to the shop. And she sits or lays in a huge easy chair. Used to be mine. It's hers now. Right by a window. She saw me go down the driveway with the first load. She got up, raced to the back door. I put the stuff in the shop, and she's sitting in the back door wiggling her tail, I go, well, you're going to have to wait. And I walk down the driveway, pass by the window, and here she is racing for the front door. And she stands there in the door, wiggling her tail like crazy. I take the second trip back. I glance in the window, and she's tearing off for the back door. And it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, 3 times. I finally let her out. She was so happy to come out. She was waiting for Daddy to get done. She knows I come in after the end of the day wrap-up. And she's off exploring the driveway somewhere now. But end of the day wrap-up. I'm not sure if we made as much progress as we did yesterday. I'm not sure. We started out by getting the rest of the partitions up in the graveyard. Turned around and got the graveyard skinned. Then we turned around and got it fenced. You know, so the maze is 100% complete in the graveyard. Graveyard just needs its props, its electrical, its air lines, and that's a couple of weeks out yet from any of that. We moved on into the water room. Got the last of the partitions up there, and we got it skinned. On the docket for tomorrow, I've got some work-related errands to do in the morning. So I'll be getting a late start. But I've got some leftover skin panels for the water room, in the water room. I gotta get out of there and put away. Then it's the process of hauling all the parts for the water wall, video pumping station, and the pond framing in. And then turning around and getting that stuff set up, with the exception of the water wall. If you've watched in years past, you know I can't set that up